telling. We swear to Jah, me never.
Nope.
From me born, but the boy you gone. A woman me say give me all of them. Anyway, this is Randy Rogue man telling the game devs to stop batty up man game them. You see it, stop batty up the game. Let's just start the video. Video games, something that we all know and love, something that for whatever reason you have adapted to it for a better part of your life, you know. For example, for me personally, I got into gaming from a very young child, you know, GameCube era days. My brother came home with Smash Bros. Melee and my life was never the same. So, you know, that's where I got into gaming. Maybe you got into gaming a bit later, you know, something resonated with you and that's why you wanted to try gaming. And, you know, everyone has their own reason for wanting to, you know, be a gamer or play a video game. Either you relate to a character, you like a game's playstyle, you like how a game looks, you give it a try and you love it, XYZ, XYZ. The reason why I'm saying this is because, you know, since recently, gaming companies have been pandering to, how do I even say this, like a set of people. A set of people that, you know, a set of people who don't even like video games, who don't even really play video games, but they just want, I don't know, to have some kind of say in it for whatever reason, I don't know. You never normally associate with the space. Let's be honest here, gaming was a predominantly male thing. You know, I really do love to see more women coming into the space, but somewhere along the lines, I'm not really sure where, but somewhere along the lines, the gaming companies decided that, you know what, we're just going to completely abandon the people, the class of people who made us what we are today, right? The men and the boys who came together and say, hey, you want some matches? The dads and the sons who said, hey son, you want to play some Halo Infinite? I think it's a cool game. I feel like those people are no longer really being looked at in this space. So what am I talking about overall is the duality of gaming and if it's getting better or not. Because we have games like, you know, Black Myth, Wukong, and we have games like Concord. One is extremely successful, right, and broke some records and is very good and everybody loves it across the internet. And we have Concord, a game that persons, you know, in the space really despise and really wonder why it was even created for in the first place. You know, it's a Overwatch clone that nobody needed. Let's start with Black Myth Wukong, right? I'm on a place that you should never be, which is Twitter. Do not come here. Do not go here. Do not go here. But anyway, I want to show you something, right? The overall love that the game receives. Like you have people here genuinely making content for this game. Like we have somebody making a whole fan animation for this game and it looks really sick. Yeah, you have a whole fan animation going on here. Let's give it a watch. Let's give it a quick watch. We have Erlang Shen here, right?
Save your strength, brother! We yet to slay our way to the court and seize that senile emperor!
I think that's Bing Bro.
This one must be the chief of their troop. Brother, watch my back while I go play with him!
I'll make sure to credit the person who made this, because I'm not sure if this is the person who made it, but I would like to give them credit. I'll check them if I can, right? And tag them into it.
Your reluctance is plain, just like my own. They forced me to drink from the river of childbearing, to bear that boy in my womb. If not for that monkey, we could have lived our separate lives in peace. As if none of this had happened.
You're cute. You knew who I was from the start. Why'd you choose to be their lapdog? I never wanted to sever our ties. If kinship means anything to you, relic, then let me avenge my people.
My king! Let the monkey have my fan!
There will be no trouble.
Beautiful.
Your brother, I've disciplined. Your boy, I've given away. Your wife's fan. Today, I'll take it with me too. Find a master and serve the right. It's the only path left for the likes of us. Don't you understand, brother?
Wukong! I took out the bull's concubine!
Alright, so if you're not really familiar with Journey to the West, or should I say Journey to the East, I'm not really sure, I don't remember. Both of these demons, the pig demon, Enkin Shatsu I think his name is, basically Wukong beats them on his journey, and you know, whenever he beats somebody, they like respect him and then they join him on his journey. I mean, Black Myth Wukong isn't like a one-for-one with the whole story of Wukong, but it's like more inspiration of it, and they follow it closely, so I love to see this.
Fine, with a whack of my rake too!
Yeah, he has a rake, yeah.
Turned out, oh, she was a fox squire!
Hey, Jija, go on you. Wukong as a character cannot die, by the way. Fun fact, he's 77,000 times immortal because he ate all the plums in the immortal garden. He ate all the immortality plums in the garden. But yeah, we see like all of this love and praise and appreciation for Wukong, and stuff like this. I mean, people. And this game is another one, right? Dustborn. But like, alright, you see that, right? And here's the reviews for Black Myth Wukong. Screen Rant gave it a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. Why is that? Combat is fluid and fun. Cinematography can be breathtaking at times. Great diversity in items and mechanics. Right, so things that you should care about in a game, right? Game performance is unpolished. Sure, that's fine. That's a fair criticism. Most games on release do need a bit of polish. Sure. Especially for a game of this magnitude. Lacking in inclusivity and diversity. I want you to think about this. Right? I want you to think about this. We just watched a video about a monkey man. Let me see here. A monkey man, a bull demon man, a pig demon man, some women in hell, or the underworld, some Oni monsters in China. This folklore is based in China. Men and women are in this, and furries, let's call it that. What inclusivity and diversity are we hoping to get here exactly, Shinrand? Do you expect to see a black person in a folklore tier about something from China? A trans person in a folklore about something from China? Explain to me, what does this mean? Diversity. It's set in before even feudal Japan. Sorry, feudal China. Before even, there was even the Ming dynasty, I'm sure. This folklore existed. What diversity are you talking about? For real, I'm trying to understand. I'm genuinely trying to understand here. Like, what the actual hell are you talking about? Anyway. Gameplay loop becomes repetitive. You mean fighting bosses like in any Souls-like? I want to see something. If it's possible to, let me check something real quick. I want to see something. Elden Ring. So we have here another, basically the Souls-like, because it's from Software. So they gave it more of what From Software does best, which is make a quote-unquote repetitive boss battle simulator, right? You're fighting different bosses. Hours of playability, no grand items, lot of exploration opportunities. Same frame rate issues with quality mode on PS5, and they give it a 4 to 5. Are you sure that you didn't want to just add something else to the cons to don't make it look as bad? Because you can literally, this is a fair judgment, sure, whatever, but we can leave it out. And you can leave this out because it's a Souls-like. I said it's known for fighting bosses. If you had just had this here, people are already on their asses, but a lot more people would have been on their asses. I can't find a review for Concord, but let's go on to Concord now, right? The Yang to Wukong's in. Let's see what we have here. Me to my passive buying gun. No! No! Oh gosh. It's a freebie Friday giveaway time. Retweet this post. Bro, mate, I don't think you could give this away. Like, legit, I don't think you could give this away. I don't think you could pay somebody to take this. I don't think you could pay anybody to take this off their hands, bro. So let me give you my fair assessment on Concord as a whole, right?
No one was responding. We was running away.
Let me give my fair assessment of Concord. I don't believe in this quote-unquote woke business. Let me show what I'm talking about here. Oftentimes, yes, the character design is god awful.
Who put you on the planet?
Right? It's awful. It's terrible. It's like, right? It's what even is this supposed to be? But I digress. Most of the time when you find issues with about this game, it's this character, and this character, right? People say anything with a hearty black woman in it is quote-unquote woke. I do not agree, because I do believe that burly black women exist, right? They exist. Just like you have fat, I would say Polynesian looking. I want to say this guy looks Polynesian to me. I'm not sure Polynesian or Indian. You have fat Polynesian / Indian people, correct? These people exist. So having these people in your game is fine. But the issue that people have, the issue that I think causes Concord to be a bad game is that you have these ugly characters, and you know that people on the internet hate characters like this, right? You're already walking on eggshells. On top of that, you have a bad game, right? You have a bad game because, once again, let's look at a character like Gibraltar from Apex Legends, right? When Apex Legends just came out, did anybody give a flying that Gibraltar was gay? No one cared. Why? Because unreleased Apex Legends was loved. Everybody loved the game. It played well. It ran smooth. The only issue with it was the gun density. It was hard to find a gun, sure, but nobody cared that Gibby was a queer character. Nobody cared. I'm tired of game devs and movie producers and directors saying that these things fail because they're being woke, whatever, I'm sure, blah blah blah. No, make a good game. You know what? Let me be fair. A game being woke, yes indeed, might make it bad off the bat because persons won't even give it a chance. They'll just judge it from the outside looking in and give it bad reviews. For example, Once Human, a game that I love, it got bad reviews because people were saying, "Oh, it's Chinese spyware." Let me just go on League of Legends and load up my Valorant real quick. Load up my Vanguard real quick. That's owned by Tencent, a Chinese company. That's fine, right? So I don't like those kind of things, and so on and so forth. But I do believe if you were to make a game with these kind of characters in it and it was a good game, nobody would care. Nobody would care about the characters. They just love the game. For example, League of Legends. Right? League of Legends. I mean, sure, this game is universally hated, right? But you know, people play it and they don't care. But most people don't care about the characters and not their sexual orientation. Let's look at Leona and Diana, right? Leona and Diana. These two characters are queer, and nobody gives a nobody cares. Why? Because it's not the forefront of the game. It's just an afterthought. The game doesn't revolve around them being queer. And that's something I think game devs should really look into. One of the current problems with Apex Legends right now that I'm seeing online is that the gameplay is literally a second afterthought to the characters being queer. The characters being queer is something that the devs care more when actually fixing the game or making the game good. And that's where you have the problem coming in my opinion. Being Jamaican, right? Being Jamaican and Rosing Jamaican, you know, bonfire up and batty boy. You see me I say? I didn't think they would grow up on. You see me? And they want to come batty up the game them. You see me I say? Sure. I don't care. To be honest, I really don't care about what you want to do with your life. And how, as long as it's not directly impacting me, I truly don't care. Here's what I think. How about you want to make your queer characters? Sure. Just make a good game. Just make a damn good game. It's that simple. If you want to go ahead and, you know, not make queer characters, fine. Bro, I once again want to say, not because you see a black character, an Asian character, a Polynesian character in a game, that doesn't mean it's going woke. These people like this exist. I even see people going woke because of the new League of Legends character that they're adding to the game. Here, Ambessa, right? I see people saying that League of Legends is being ruined and being woke because they're adding Ambessa to the game. A character who plays a decent role in the actual Arcane series being added to the game, just like how Renata Glass was added to the game, and Silco was added to Legends of Runeterra. What are you guys talking about? And I actively see people being racist in the comment section of anything to do with Ambessa. This is the post I saw, right, of Faker's Faker's thing. I know, Facebook. I'm old. Alright, I'm an old man, whatever, shut up. So, who does she represent IRL? What? She doesn't have to represent a character or anybody IRL. She's a fictional character, a fictional original character in a world set in all kinds of things: little yordles, dragons, sea serpents. Nyla is an Indian girl with a whip of a demon whip that kills giants. What are you talking about? Anyway, that's not even the worst part, right? That's not even the worst part. KFC customers. So I guess this guy right here doesn't eat KFC. And then we have the old faithful. We have the Taiwanese, Singapore kind of people. I'm not sure what race, you know, or Asian people coming in and do what they do best. Be racist towards black people for whatever reason. So we have them spelling out the N-word, right? And this guy is saying, another Asian guy saying, for sale. Keep in mind that these people, it's so funny, bro. I have a saying, people like this are worse than actual racists, like white racists, whatever. You want to be invited to those parties so badly, like you want to be on their side so badly, and it's sad. But anyway, I think people are getting it very misconstrued of what woke really is, and blah blah blah, and this and that and the third. Seeing characters in your game like Ambessa and characters like that chick from you know, what's it called, from Concord, doesn't automatically make a game woke. This is literally just a big a brolicky black girl. That's it. Is that really so much of an issue? Is that really so much of an issue? Like, really and truly. And again, don't get me wrong, I do get tired of seeing certain things being forced down people's throats, because again, they're hyper fixating on making the characters queer than making the game good, which I really do hate, to be very honest with you. But you guys need to be focused on good things, and all I can say is, after the success of Wukong and the downfall of, you know, this game, Concord. I hope game devs can look at this and say, okay, we need to go to the drawing board and we need to look into things and we need to go back to our roots. We need to go back to making good games. Games that don't care about stuff like this. No one cares, bro. No one cares if the character is eating pussy or if the character is sucking dick, bro. No one cares, bro. Just make the game good.